Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Still out here in Phoenix. Today is the day. If you're in the area, come on down to the state capitol at 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock will be the 11th annual celebration of the Second Amendment at the state capitol. It's free. Bring your kids. It's family friendly. There'll be stuff for them to do, and I can't wait to see some of y'all. All right, let's jump into this. I never address issues of mass violence until the facts come out. And that's not like what the anti-gunners do. The anti-gunners immediately, no matter what happens, they go off and say we need to ban guns and make everything this violence-free sanctuary and wrap people with bubble wrap and keep everybody safe. First off, the Constitution of the United States says nowhere in there you have a right to safety or to feel safe. There's no mentions of feelings. With that said, immediately after the shooting at the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl parade, you heard from the president and the vice president about why we need to ban assault weapons, high-capacity magazines, have safe storage, all this stuff, when they didn't even know what was used in the incident or who committed those heinous crimes. Of course, one person was dead, multiple people shot, including children from 8 years old and up. Here's what the president said immediately. He said, "The Super Bowl is the most unifying event in America. Nothing brings more of us together. And the celebration of a Super Bowl win is the moment that brings a joy that can't be matched to the winning team and their supporters. For this joy to be turned to tragedy today in Kansas City cuts deep in the American soul. Today's events should move us, shock us, and shame us into acting. What are we waiting for? What else do we need to see? How many more families need to be torn apart? It's time to act. That's where I stand. And I ask the country to stand with me, to make your voice heard in Congress so we finally act to ban assault weapons, to limit high-capacity magazines, strengthen background checks, keep guns out of the hands of those who have no business owning them or handling them. We know what we have to do. We just need the courage to do it." Today, on a day that marks 6 years since the Parkland shooting, we learned that 3 police officers were shot in the line of duty in Washington, D.C., and another school shooting took place at Benjamin Mays High School in Atlanta. Yesterday marked 1 year since the shooting at Michigan State University. We've now had more mass shootings in 2024 than there have been days of the year. That is an absolute lie. The epidemic of gun violence is ripping apart families and communities every day. Some make the news. Much of it doesn't. But all of it is unacceptable. We have to decide who we are as a country. For me, we're a country where people should have the right to go to school, to go to church, to walk the street, and to attend a Super Bowl celebration without fear of losing your life to gun violence. Jill and I pray for those killed and injured today in Kansas City and for our country to find the resolve to end this senseless epidemic of gun violence tearing us at the seams. All right, so now that the facts have come out, what happened were 2 gang-banging juvenile criminals decided they were going to have a fight and altercation. They were already carrying firearms. If they're juveniles, then there's a state law against what they did anyway. And then they shot at each other and injured other people in the crossfire. That is also already illegal. They unfortunately killed one person, an innocent bystander. Well, murder is already illegal. There were 800 cops there. So the safety, net was there, right? They had enough cops to keep people safe. Yet criminals did criminal acts. You can never, ever stop a criminal from doing a crime because criminals don't follow the law. So therefore, passing more laws, taking items away from those of us who are responsibly armed in this country, will do nothing but disarm us, while criminals will still get firearms. They have since the beginning of the firearm. The NFA was created because of folks like Al Capone and the like during those days because they didn't want them having Tommy guns and short-barreled shotguns. Well, guess what happened? The criminals still obtained those items. Guys and gals, this is a smoke and mirrors thing to try to force us to be disarmed so they have ultimate control. And this is a year, 2024, in which we're learning, if you have your eyes open, you're learning more and more almost every day of why you should be armed in this country. Millions of people are flooding in this country illegally, many of whom are military-aged males with no accompanying children or women. One of which was on camera when they were asked, who are you? And he said, oh, you will know who I am soon enough. Well, we have evidence that that person is on the terrorist watch list. So terrorists are flooding into this country. Gangsters are flooding into this country. Criminals are flooding into this country. Yes, some people are coming for a better future. However, they all need to do it the legal way. So, with millions flooding this country, many of whom would like to do you harm, a government trying to disarm you while empowering criminals and slapping them on the wrist, many of them getting out without cash bail, to go up and commit more crimes. I hope you understand that you are your first responder. I'm preaching to the choir somewhat here, but remain armed, everybody, because I want you to be a sentinel for this land. We the people are the ones who will keep it safe. We the people have that right, and it doesn't come from the government. They cannot take it away from us. Be safe, y'all. Stay vigilant. Carry a gun. Subscribe to this channel if you want more information on the Second Amendment every single day, and I appreciate y'all. It's unfortunate what happened in Kansas City. However, that happens every single day in Democrat-controlled cities that often have the toughest gun control laws there are. You can't legislate away evil. The heart and the mind work in ways that government can't control. I love y'all. Be safe. I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully I see you here in a little bit at the state capitol in Phoenix. Have a great day. Take care.